Hello and welcome back to Chellington Valley. Well, very good morning to you all. I am just finishing up my breakfast and then I'm going to jump in the Beast with Mark and we're going to shoot down to the New Holland dealership just up the road and pick up our new... issues with the door here. Right, we're going to pick up our new piece of equipment. As you can see, the money's gone down overnight. That's because we had to place the order last night and they've ordered in for us and it's ready for collection today. Go on, Mark, wake up. I'm not being really mean, he did say he was ready. Okay, we're on our way and I will catch up with you from the cab of our new piece of machinery on the way back. See you in a bit. Hello! Now, as you may guess, we've bought a telehandler. And obviously, having gone to the New Holland dealership to collect it, and being that sort of farm, it's a New Holland. It's lovely and blue. We did have the option of yellow, but I'm worried that might get a bit confusing with JCBs. So we're just going to pop in the back way to the farm and put it straight to use. We've also got, I don't know if you remember the really big bucket that David also had on his telehandler, and I loved that so much. You got so much into it that we've decided to go for the same one for our telehandler. So we're just going to get straight to work here, mucking the cows out. Pop to the drone footage and then you can sort of see. So it's very, very similar in design to the one we had borrowed from David. So it's we can have all four axles, our steering axles, and it's a very similar design, but obviously it's in a nice blue colour rather than that Massey Ferguson red. Right, from the size of the manure heap, I think I'm going to be going a while. Mark is heading out and doing some jobs on the fields. We've got some liming needs doing of our new fields. We did the data gathering on the soil types last night on fields 8 and 9. And we've just got field 7 to do later on today. Catch up with you in a bit. Hello again. We have taken the decision that we are going to sell all of the IT runner gear. We weren't using the container very much, which therefore made it relatively pointless to hang on to. And the manures, the lime spreading can be done by our fertiliser spreader. The manure spreading, we're going to get a much bigger manure spreader, so this money is going to go towards a bigger manure spreader. Just go in and get that now. Well, 3 guesses what we've gone for. It's a Rollmax 8735, and from the colour scheme you could tell it's a Roland. I really like the Roland gear. That previous spreader didn't have a very large capacity. It was 15,000, I think. It might have been 20,000 litres. This has a 35,000 litre capacity. So I'm going to go and put this to work now. So here I am manure spreading on field 9. This was the grass field that we mowed and subsoiled yesterday. So this new spreader has got a 16 metre spread width, which is not great compared to some that, you get some that go out to 24 metres, but it's good enough for what we need, especially some of the smaller fields. Actually, you don't want a very large spread width. Now, Mark is just in the field next door doing some lime spreading. To save the running back and forth, because we've got our very clever trailer that raises up on hydraulics, what we've done is we've filled that with lime, and then we're using that to fill up the fertiliser spreader, which has got a much smaller capacity. I'll leave you to some time lapsing and catch up with you in a bit. Hello again. I'm just coming on to field 7 with the Beast, and I've got the Azaria Scout on the back. Now, Mark's taken over the manuring for me. That gate, whoa, what a swing on that gate. That's really awkward for getting machinery in. Might need to think about that one. Right. Yes, I've taken over doing this. Mark's finished with the liming. So he's taken over the muck spreading, and I'm doing this because he hasn't done precision farming on his farms. So he's not sure of what to do, and because we're going for let's just get this done quickly, I've taken it on, So we're going to get this done. We've got the other tractor ready and waiting to come and put lime on this field if it needs liming, and also to give it, we can run some manure over it as well if needed. Right, well, work is ongoing on fields 7 and 8 still. I've just picked up these bales from the farm because they've been sitting there needing sold for a couple of days, if I'm honest. We've got all the silage we need for making our TMR for the winter, so I just thought I'd come down and sell these. As you can see from the bale fork on the front, we've had this sprayed. So I'm going to get on with stacking these into the digester. I will leave some footage in so you can see my awful bale stacking. Good morning! As you will have seen, Mark left last night. He's gone back to his new farm that he's starting up. It was about an hour's drive normally down the road, as he's in his little rigid track which can only go 26. It probably would have taken him a bit longer than that to get back there. So he's now gone, so it's just me and Susie left to do the final couple of harvests, which they're only small little fields anyway. So I've come out to field 36, which was our soybean field. So I'm going to get this harvested. I think, probably based on the size of the field, we're going to get about 15 to 20,000 litres off here, so 2, maybe 3 harvester loads, and then I have leased a corn header from the dealership, so we'll nip down and collect that, and we'll do our cornfield in field 26. That's a much smaller field, so it should take us a bit less time, but I think I've had to go with a smaller header as well. And I've come at this field completely the wrong way, haven't I? That was really silly of me, because I've now got to try and tackle this really steep incline in the harvester. Right, I'm going to get on with this, because I think talking and filming is making me do some silly things. Oh, just before I go, I'm just going to point out we're coming up to a patch where the crop has withered. So that's basically the crops. It's got too ripe, which is unfortunate because little patches have kind of sped up and been ready for harvest quicker than others. But it is what it is, unfortunately. You always get little patches like that where the crop doesn't do so well. Hello again, we're a bit later in the day. All of the harvesting is now done, so all of our fields from this year are harvested. I've got the lorry that I've borrowed and also the tanker from Farmer Jack, because we're going to move our milk so that we can sell that. And we're just coming down here. Milk is one of the things, so milk and eggs we can sell from our little vending machine on the farm. So this is going to be great, because again, this gets us a bit more premium for our product, because we're not going to supermarkets and what have you. Well, all of our harvests are done. Our fields are all prepped and ready for next year. We might sow a couple more winter crops, but that will be in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Please jump on the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Share this video with your friends. And most importantly of all, have a great day.